What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? Thank you for investing a few minutes of your day with me. It is Galadon, and today I bring you the 300 IQ INVINCIBLIMP. So, we will check out some amazing attacks using this strategy. Now, you might notice right away that this is, of course, Lexnos from Tribe Gaming, and, of course, the strategy many of you refer to as Zap Lalo. Now, I am totally fine with calling it Zap Lalo as long as you remember you're using lightning spells, okay? We can nickname them Zap Lalo, but remember it's not a zap spell. Okay, now, that's not that important. What is important? A couple of things. We watched the deployment of the Blimp in this attack, and of course, that you guys realize that Lexnos is a top tribe, top global player, and also a content creator of his own right, and a very good one, I might add. So make sure you guys check him out on YouTube as well. I will put the link down in the description. And in the meantime, we are going to allocate this attack of his into our INVINCIBLIMP video, because it's not so much the Lalo portion or even the whole clearing right here with the heroes, but watch what happens with, again, the Blimp. This is a strategy that is used in many different styles of attacking, but it is consistently used in order to get the Blimp to the Town Hall. Now, of course, Lex can't drop that Blimp from the right-hand side because there's a sweeper right there that's going to blast it back and not get to the Town Hall. But what if you drop it over here on the left-hand side? Well, then there's the problem of all of that damage rolling in. Will the Blimp survive? One way to make sure the Blimp survives all the way is to utilize the Warden's ability right about here. There it is. Notice, now this is a 300 IQ Warden ability because A, it protects the balloons, the attacking units that are moving in towards the core of the base, but more importantly, it gets the Blimp to the Town Hall, and there is your second star. An easy OP overpower triple right here from Lexnos after he combines the INVINCIBLIMP with a beautiful Lightning Lalo opening. Or Zap Lalo, call it what you wish. But I'm just saying, the key right there is timing the Warden's ability, and obviously, you don't want to use the Warden's ability only to protect the Blimp. The idea is that the Warden is going to perform two tasks in one with that ability, keeping the Blimp alive and also protecting the rest of his attacking troops. Again, way more than Lex needed to get this 3-star in right here, and a beautiful attack in a recent CWL. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more uses of this same strategy, but not necessarily with the same army composition. Every single time, the idea is the same. You got to get that Warden ability to protect the Blimp on the way in. This time, it's Bats and Dragons from my man SLS, that's Sir Longsword from Tribe Gaming. And again, watch the critical CWL entry. These are the Sui heroes. They're just going in on their own, just going to try to clear some stuff, get the funnel ready for the Bats. But again, watch for the Warden ability, watch for the Blimp rolling in to make sure that this Town Hall goes down. Now again, remember, there are many moving parts to these style of attacks, and obviously the funnel right here is critical. Got to keep those dragons closely packed so that they can utilize the freeze and the rage spell. Well, actually, there's not a lot of rage, okay? And the freeze spells, well, they're going to be for the Bats. So again, watch as the Warden comes in behind the dragons and the balloons, and then watch for the Blimp. Now, the Blimp, not even really part of the whole main attacking force right here. It's coming at an angle different than the attacking angle, but there again is the 300 IQ Warden ability, and notice the Blimp makes it all the way to its destination. And think about it, there's so much in the way with the single target Inferno and everything else that the Blimp probably would not have gotten to the Town Hall. The Town Hall stands, and because of the base design, the Town Hall is very isolated, and likely it could have ended up being a high percentage 1-star. Gotta remember, Bats do not do well against Town Halls. As the Bats work their way through the rest of the base, you can tell that at this point, SLS knows he's got it. A couple of good free spells, keeping those Bats alive, and it's all over. But it really comes down to the beautiful moment when the Warden ability not only protects your entire attacking army, but also keeps that Blimp alive, and it really, literally, does make the Blimp absolutely invincible. Thus the name INVINCIBLIMP, copyright, trademark, Galadon 2020. I realize it's not quite as catchy as, say, Resorkler, but, you know, it is what it is, and you'll notice that SLS, again, this is total overkill. Look how many bats, look how many dragons, rather. There's a lot of bats and dragons and minions still alive. That poor Lava Hound has nothing to do with the rest of this attack, but just sit and watch as the village gets destroyed. SLS, I mean, this wasn't even close. Absolute overkill right here, and beautiful to watch that still you see bats being used. And of course, INVINCIBLIMP, just showing you that it can be used with any of a number of different armies. Of course, most likely it's going to be an air attack. There, the Lava Hound goes down, and then so does the 3-star. Achilles, not so happy. The Achilles heel of that base was the bats. No, I guess the Achilles heel would be the weak part rather than the weak. It would be like the bats were the kryptonite to the Achilles. All right, next attack, we've got another player, and this is not a tribe player. This was actually a tribe base that got taken down, and despite what I just said, this is a ground-based attack, and this is awesome to watch. So you've got P.E.K.K.A.s, bowlers, and bats. That's right, it's P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, INVINCIBLIMP style. So the Warden Walk, and this was just a cool attack to watch all the way around. I mean, you're opening with a Warden Walk, which in and of itself is a pretty rare strategy, right? So the Warden going to clear the area right here. But again, it's that Warden's ability that is going to be the critical factor. And again, notice the Town Hall is kind of that all by itself isolated setup, which can make it a little more difficult for any army to get to. But of course, if you're using a Yeti Bomb, a lot of players also using Super Goblins these days, easily going to take down the Town Hall. But again, you've got to get the Blimp there first, right? Well, check out how ILIR gets the job done as the whole attacking force moves in, and there's the Blimp. Here comes the Battle Blimp, and get ready for the Warden ability right there. The Blimp, invincible, all the way into the core. Now, of course, there really wasn't any damage happening to the Blimp on the way in, but, hey, what if? Imagine all of those expos were set to ground and air. Imagine a bunch of other stuff had happened, spontaneous explosions, whatever the case might be. Just roll with me, okay? That was a beautiful Warden ability, and he was using it just to make sure that the Blimp made it to the destination. Sure enough, there you go. Easy. Town Hall is out of the way, and remember, it's not just the Town Hall. It is a massive defensive weapon as well. So if you could take it out of the way, it makes the rest of the attack go much more smoothly. And yes, the bats have not even deployed yet. And if it weren't for those bats, this attack would be in a lot of trouble, right? I mean, you only have a couple of units left on the battlefield, so here come the bats at the bottom right here. Archer Queen uses her ability, beautiful freeze spell right there. There is another 300 IQ double move, protecting the Archer Queen from the single target inferno and the Wizard Tower from destroying the bats. The bats move in, take down, and only one Wizard Tower is left. You've got one more freeze spell. The timing is critical. Stopping again. Look at this. Look at the Archer Queen surviving because of the freeze spell. That is 600 IQ worth of freeze spells right there as the Archer Queen actually survives. Check her out, regaining her health at the bottom of the screen. She likely wouldn't have made it had that Expo continued to fire on her, and now she's going to help clean up at the bottom. The bats at the top, and this was, I gotta say, even though it was a Tribe Gaming base getting tripled, it was a beautiful attack to watch from ILIR, and oh man, I'm just telling you, this is the beauty of Clash of Clans and the meta these days, in that you can combine all sorts of different strategies. You've got the Queen Walk right here, you had the bats, and of course you had the Warden and the Blimp combination, which we all know is called INVINCIBLIMP. I would love to see more innovative and new and unusual strategies from you guys anytime. Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode, because you are the true Galafam. And I love, think about, appreciate every single one of you every single day. So stay inside, wash your hands, go outside, wear a mask, social distance, be kind to other people. I don't know more text. Galadon, great finish, man. Sounded perfect. Flawless.